I had always thought that my friends were supportive, the kind who celebrated each other's happiness without judgment. But last Saturday, at a small gathering at our friend's house, I realized how wrong I was. The evening was lighthearted, filled with laughter, music, and the usual friendly banter. My husband and I were sitting together, holding hands, when suddenly, one of our so-called friends, Lisa, decided to target our marriage in front of everyone. She started with a smirk. "So how's married life? Still putting up with his weird habits?" Everyone laughed nervously, unsure if they were supposed to join in. I could feel the heat rising to my cheeks, but I refused to let anger or embarrassment control me. My husband looked at me worried, expecting a defensive outburst, but I stayed calm. I smiled gently and said, "Yes, married life is wonderful. Every day teaches me something new about patience, love, and laughter." The room fell silent for a moment. My words were simple, but the tone carried a quiet confidence that made Lisa pause. She was clearly expecting a snarky response, not a serene affirmation of my happiness. She tried to push further, teasing, "Oh, come on, you must have some regrets." I tilted my head and replied softly, "Regrets? Honestly, no. Life is too short to focus on negativity. I'd rather celebrate the joy we share than dwell on imperfections." My calmness was almost theatrical, and for a moment, the teasing seemed absurd to everyone. By now, the room had shifted. My friends were exchanging surprised glances, and even my husband's initial worry had transformed into admiration. Lisa's confidence began to waver. The power she tried to assert through humiliation was gone. She fumbled with her words, trying to regain control. But the atmosphere had changed completely. Later that evening, my husband whispered, "I didn't know you. Had it in you to stay that composed." I chuckled softly and replied, "Sometimes the best response isn't anger or argument, it's calmness. It disarms people in ways words of anger never can." That night, I realized that dignity and composure are more powerful than mockery, and that defending one's happiness doesn't always require confrontation.